Welcome to Mykonos, where nothing makes sense and we're confused all the time. We have somebody to help us with that confusion. Kailah joins us live. Stick with us.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
That was weird. Like, I got real soft with the intro there.
Yeah, I liked it though. You got a soft spot for Kailah.
Oh, yeah.
We do.
Uh-oh. Let's start right off the bat. Guys, welcome. It is the after show for Lindsay Lohan Beach Club. Welcome, welcome. We're so excited to have you. Kailah, what is up?
Hey guys, what's up?
We're so pumped that you're here. We got a ton of stuff to talk to you about. First, guys, of course, I'm your host, Mike Thieling. I want to introduce my amazing co-host. To my immediate left is Maddie Pocks.
Hey, I'm Maddie. So happy to be back for another week. Thank you so much, Kailah, for being here. You look stunning.
The blue hair is awesome.
Yes, I know.
Further to my left is AfterBuzz's own Jessie Zahner.
Hey guys, join us in the live chat and ask us all the questions you have for Kailah.
No one calls her Jay-Z but me. I just made that up.
Oh, that's cool.
Kailah, where are you at right now?
I'm in Las Vegas.
Boom. That is so awesome.
Yes.
Someone right off the bat, because we obviously announced that you were coming on the show. We're super excited. Someone asked, did you know Brent from Vegas before?
No, I personally didn't know him. My boyfriend knew him. So, yeah. No, I didn't know him. I mean, I've seen him around and I know his friends and stuff, but I had never actually met him until I got there.
Another question someone had right off the bat, because you're obviously a newer VIP host to the Beach Club. And you've been on some other MTV shows already. You were on Real World and you did a bunch of challenges. Did MTV reach out to you to come on and kind of recruit you for this show?
Yeah, they specifically reached out to me and asked if I wanted to go and be on the show. I didn't know exactly what it was at first, but what I do know is that they gave me a day to pack. They're like, do you want to go to Greece? I'm like, I guess.
Yeah, how could you pass that up?
That's the way to be, is just to be
totally.
a yes man, right? Just say yes to whatever.
I mean, if you say no, you're going to be missing out on like cool life experiences, and I didn't have anything going on at the time, so I was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We're really excited for you to be with us on this episode because, to be quite honest, guys, I want to get your opinion right off the bat. Jessie, Maddie, for me, this episode was a little bit slow in general.
Yeah, it was slow, but we do see Lindsay showing up unannounced to everyone at dinner or whatever and saying, why are you guys sitting around? So that was interesting to see. Lindsay kind of makes her appearance in and out of episodes, so that's always fun to see. And then it's like Lindsay with her lobster moment, throwing the lobster into the sea.
Kailah's facial expressions are amazing.
I know, but I think
I'm
that's
so
fake.
excited. Real quick, Jessie, overall thoughts?
I mean, I too thought it was not the greatest episode. I mean, we were like on a roll with like really great things happening in each episode, and this kind of was like boring.
Panos was not kicking any stools this episode.
Exactly.
Kailah, what did you think?
I personally thought it was pretty boring. It was cute to see Alex with his grandma and everything, but at the same time, I was kind of like snoozing through it. I mean, there was no drama really, and I feel like I was the only one that kind of spoke up as per usual. And the whole Lindsay lobster thing to me was weird considering it was a seafood restaurant. So, and I'm pretty sure that was the reason why I was chosen, was because they wanted somebody who was going to be loud and outspoken. I mean, hindsight's 20/20 on that. But at the time, I didn't know what was going on, and I was just kind of sent in there as a regular cast member.
When you and Kyle get there, how quick did it take for you guys to kind of assess all the other people there and who's at the bottom of the totem pole? Because right now, right off the bat, we get VIP guests, and Panos puts May, Gabby, and Jules on their cabana, literally saying, I'm putting you guys there, and then in the confessional to us saying, I'm putting them there because these are the three that I would fire. So let's see how they do. Did you get that sense that they were on the bottom?
Yeah, I did. I'm a pretty good read of people, especially after doing the challenge where you have to be really good at reading people. And not only that, but when you're living in a house with 30 people, that's a lot. But this was a much smaller house, and it was much easier to figure out like who was playing what roles in a sense.
Right.
You know, like obviously was the douchebag of the house, and you could tell like who was the alpha female, alpha male kind of roles at the time. And I don't think that I knew that Gabby was on the chopping block as much as Panos was saying that she was during the episodes. But I definitely got that sense that May for sure was on the bottom, and kind of a little bit with Jules.
Something that happens right off the bat, you know, that Cabana VIP guest, not a big splash or plot point, but right off the bat, Panos tells you guys you're supposed to go out for 24 hours and recruit, right? Get clients. And this is a big thing that Maddie alluded to in the overview. You guys go out, you're drinking, Lindsay comes, and it's like, oh my God, you guys aren't doing work. Is that some editing stuff that we see going on? Because to our casual viewer, you would think, hey, why aren't you guys working? It seems really obvious. They told you to go work, but you guys are going to drink. Is that like an editing production kind of misinfo?
Yeah,
Trying to help you guys.
You're not allowed to really say, right?
Yeah, my gripes with editing for this show, I could go on for days, but
were you guys recruiting? Did you do some recruiting?
No. Don't do recruiting. If them telling us, hey guys, we're all going out tonight and you guys are going to drink and Lindsay's going to come, then yeah, I guess that's like, I don't know what they expected. They said it was set up, yeah. If that's what you're asking, yeah.
So were you surprised that Lindsay came?
No, I didn't want to go out that night because that night actually happened. What it seemed like for you guys, it seemed like I had already been there for a few days, but that was my very first night.
That was your first night. Wow.
So I flew in to Greece, went straight to the beach club, worked all day, and then I wanted to stay home. I was exhausted. Like my eyes just did not want to stay open anymore. And I was like, I don't want to go out tonight. And they're like, you should go. It's going to be fun. Lindsay's going to come, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
Oh, so they warned you she might come.
Yeah. I mean, we were just there to drink.
And then they focus it on you because you, to me, honestly, I thought rightfully so, were like, I don't know what you guys want me to do to be successful. Why are we getting yelled at all
Oh
of
my
a sudden?
God, and you're like totally jet lagged.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
It was a mix of, and they don't really go into very many details on why I was so confused and annoyed. But within the very first day or so, I was like, what is happening? Like, I just felt like there was a lot of different inconsistencies that were going on where people were telling me that they were getting rewarded for some things that they probably should have been fired for, and vice versa. And I was like, what the heck?
One thing that is never inconsistent is how much we love the fans and everybody who's watching.
Yes.
Maddie has a special message for them.
Yes, I do. Hey, guys, before we move on to our next topic, we just wanted to say thank you so much for making us the ESPN of TV Talk. For us to continue to grow, we could use your help, though. If you're on YouTube right now or in the live chat, please keep asking us questions. We appreciate it so much. You guys make the show by commenting and asking us questions in the live chat so we can talk about it on air. And please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe on YouTube. If you're on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating. No matter where you are, leave us a comment so you can get involved in the conversation. Like I just said, being a part of AfterBuzz TV has meant so much to all of us, and we truly appreciate you supporting us and doing what we love. Don't forget to tell your friends. Keep enjoying our shows. Thank you so much, guys.
Every time you guys come and you're hanging out with us, we feel the love, we feel the love, we feel the love. I want to stay on love because just like Kailah said in the beginning, Alex and his grandma, super cute, yee-yah. Everybody needs a yee-yah in their life.
Yes.
Right? I loved going there and the feel. Kailah, did you get to experience any of these kind of small type villages in Greece? Because the homey feeling and just so comfort and cool seemed a great experience.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I don't think that Mykonos is, because Mykonos is an island off of Greece. So I feel like from what I gathered while I was there, it's more of like a destination, like vacation spot.
Sure.
There wasn't like a lot of like family type stuff. Maybe there is, I don't know, but that's not what I felt like. But yeah, so when Alex was invited, or when they told Alex that he could go see his grandma, it was like a journey for them. I think it took them like 10 hours to get there.
Really?
Oh, wow.
That long?
Yeah, they didn't show that on the show.
Because it was only like 15 seconds on the show. Yeah.
I'm like a full day to get there, and then I think they were only there for like 2 days, and then like a full day back. I was like, well, I'm happy that I didn't get asked to do that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of traveling.
What did you guys think about everything Alex was saying about coming out to his grandma and alluding that she kind of knew he was gay because she pointed out a boyfriend that one time he was talking about, he called him his roommate. But what did you think about that whole interaction and kind of the difference of generations?
I thought I really like Alex. Like, I thought he made a really good point when he said, like, being gay doesn't define me. That's like one small piece of me. So I don't feel like I have to come out to everybody. And I agree with that. I mean, I'm not in that position, and I don't know what kind of struggles he's gone through, but I just liked his like whole mindset around that. I just thought he made a really good point, and I really like him a lot. So go Alex.
Yeah, I love him. I think his grandma, though, definitely knows he's gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. She's not stupid. I mean, like, you know, she obviously consents it, and then he's bringing Gabby and the other guy along, and she's just kind of hanging out with all of them. And she obviously knows, but she loves him. So.
For me, she's right to that 19-year-old girl. She's like, you single? I was like, whoa, grandma. Let her go to college. Hang on. Hold on. That was pretty funny. So that was the heartwarming moment of the episode.
It was.
Yes, it was
Alex
really cute. It was
Gabby
cute.
got to milk a goat. Kailah, did you milk any goats?
I did not milk.
You were missing out on the Greek experience, I think, for real. Yeah.
I wish I got to see more. We did a lot of just staying in our villa and then going straight to work.
Hey, do they give you time off? Do you get some days to just relax or anything like that? Or was it pretty strenuous to schedule?
I didn't really have any. If you weren't at work, then you were going to like an interview day, you know, where you sit in front of a green screen and you talk all day type thing. Same thing with the challenge. You have that like once a week just to catch up on everything going on. But pretty much if you're not at work all day, then you're doing that. So
actually, so speaking of that, like I was wondering what is like the difference between filming the challenge in the real world and then filming Lohan Beach Club?
It was way different. I had so much adjusting to do.
Yeah.
It was very, very strange for me. And I don't know if I was being hypercritical because I've done TV shows before. And I'm just so used to everything being one way. And then getting thrown into a show with a bunch of people who have never done TV. And it's like, it was filmed very differently. And I was not used to that. So it was a very hard transition.
Interesting.
It's interesting. We come back. Lindsay bites it in the water.
Oh my gosh.
We felt bad. She fell hard coming out of the boat, and she absolutely played it off very elegantly.
Yeah, she did.
She wiped out, and then she wiped out kind of gracefully. They cut it before, you know, she was like under the water.
Yes.
And then she like throws a lobster into the water.
Well, I did like that they came back from her biting it in the ocean to this very sultry shower scene where she was in this. I was like, all right, this is like the swimsuit Sports Illustrated catalog that they're filming right now.
That's what you want to call it?
Has she been in Sports Illustrated?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never seen anyone in Sports Illustrated that has a body like that, but okay.
All right. Speaking of Kailah going in hard, we get the meeting, right, with everybody and Panos, and you're kind of bringing it up to Panos. What were you like feeling right there? Were you just confused and you wanted to have it out, or what was it?
Yeah, I was just confused about a lot of things. So, I think my main thing that I was annoyed about was things that Lindsay was saying to us and people were getting in trouble for. Panos, it was just a lot of different stuff. Like, for instance, you see the scene where Alex is talking to Panos about going to see his grandma, and Panos is like, you should bring Gabby and Alex. He's like, okay, I will. So then they go to Greece or whatever, to the mainland to see his grandma. And then literally the next day, Lindsay's saying that she wants to fire Gabby for going on the trip with him. It's like, you just told her to do that. So just like little things like that where I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. So that's why I was just like, okay, I have to say something because no one else is. All of them were like scared to speak up because they didn't want to get fired. And I'm just sitting there like, I really could care less. Like, I'm going to stick up for myself. I'm going to say how I feel. That's how I always That's right,
yeah.
So I did, you know? Like, I mean, what do I have to lose?
Yeah.
Did you feel that? Was there a sense around the house of a constant fear of possibly getting fired at any moment?
Yeah, and that's what I didn't like about it, is because, I mean, on one end we are working there and whatever, but on the other end we are making a TV show. So their fear of getting fired was kind of hindering any of them showing any sort of personality. Like, they weren't being themselves. They weren't speaking up. They weren't, doing anything that I feel like they would normally do because of fear of, having to go home. And for me, I'm like, I don't care if you send me home. Like, I'm going to tell you how I really feel.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of see that, right? Panos didn't even know Kyle's name.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. He's like, the other one. Yeah, the other new one.
Yeah, it's so dumb. Like, I just feel like that, the weight of a TV show and working, it was weird together because one was so scared. And I'm like, okay, you guys have to remember, like, we're here for 2 reasons. So no one's going to watch you guys all wanting to kumbaya all day.
Right. Yeah, of course. Of course. When we had Panos on, he told us how, every day or whatever filming, they can only kind of show one VIP just for editing and things like that, but multiple are there. Did you guys want to get assigned to cabanas? Was there a little bit of a fight? Is that kind of a desired position or something like that?
I think that's what they were trying to make it out to be. Yeah, like if you're like on the top, I guess, of the food chain, then you'll get like partnered with somebody to take care of a VIP. But I mean, at the end of the day, it didn't really matter to me. You'll see in upcoming episodes that everyone kind of has different roles too. Like if you were a VIP person that day, then you might be taking care of like social media, or you might be walking the beach to hand out pamphlets. Like everyone had their job. I guess that was what they were trying to make it be, though. Like, yeah, it's real reward to be with the VIP person.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we had our next VIP person come in. We had new Sarah, not to be confused with VIP hostess Sarah, come in. Beautiful model. Brent, clumsy, knocking off Swarovski crystals, maybe, from the shoe. I don't know. Very specific. But then Kyle finally doing something in the show, carrying her over to the cabana.
Yeah.
Did you have a special bond with Kyle because you guys were brand new together?
Actually, no, not at all. But weirdly, now that the show is over, I kind of do. Like, we'll like text each other on the side and be like, I don't know. While I was there, I didn't feel a connection to him, but now that we're watching it, I kind of do in a weird way. I don't know.
Nice.
It's hard to explain.
Interesting. And then, of course, kind of the big impetus for the end of this episode, we see the girls, wander off. Jules, May, they're not doing anything with their cabana. To be fair, and this is something I understand, I wanted to ask you guys in studio what you thought about this. The VIP guests, seemingly to us, were late.
They always were.
Did they expect them to just stand around and stand by the cabana and doing nothing? Because to me, they were taking initiative and at least doing something.
So
exactly. What else were they supposed to be doing?
Well, the thing is, because originally I was like, oh, this is good. Like, this is what employees should be doing.
Right.
But then Panos says all the beds are sold out.
Right.
So why are you trying to get these people here? So,
But at least bring them into the bar.
Another day, right?
To the bar, exactly.
Bring them into the bar, get them to buy drinks. I thought fantastic, Jules and May, the whole time, and they're saying to each other how much they're doing, but to everybody else, it seems like they're not doing much. They were taking initiative to actually do something, and it seems like they can't win.
Yeah. Well, Kailah, I was gonna.
Where
Sorry.
do you think everyone else was while they were waiting for their cabanas to come? We sure as hell were not out giving out pamphlets. We were standing at the bar taking shots of tequila. So which
Right.
Yeah, well, Kailah, I was going to ask you this. So if Panos and Lindsay put you in taking care of a VIP host, who would you want to be paired with to take care of those VIP hosts with out of all the people?
Honestly, anyone but Brent, probably. I wouldn't really mind. But I think probably I would pick Mike. Mike was always really on top of his shit and cared about the day. And I feel like he would have probably been my first pick. Yeah.
Mike, friend of the show, Mike. He watches all of our episodes. We love him.
He's awesome. He's totally awesome.
He's so cool, man. He's fantastic. So the guests show up. Speaking of Mike, he jumps right on the cabana and starts working it, killing it. Panos loves it. And it kind of just ends out, right? The girls kind of don't come back. Panos confronts them. So where were you? What are you doing? And then he says, "Don't ever leave. You have to stay on the compound the entire time."
Which is true.
And also, something that I think maybe we need to integrate into our show, but evidently Panos and Lindsay have a board where they put stars for everybody. Like it sounded like kindergarten or first grade. I just can
Kayla's
see,
rolling her
I
eyes.
see Panos going home and putting the little gold stars up next to everybody's name and who's got gold stars or not.
So stupid.
No, May has never gotten a gold star.
Wow.
Right?
May and Jules. Jules hasn't gotten one.
I don't know. Jules skated. I was surprised that Jules skated away free at the end of this, and actually that May was the one that got fired.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jules-
they never
Jules is
really
next.
gave Jules a chance to like be herself and speak up. So I was surprised when May got fired too.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't surprised because I pretty much saw it coming, but I did feel like it was going to be either or. And I was a little surprised that it was Jules just because of the way that Lindsay treated her, and she was just such an asshole to Jules for no reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just something.
like you saw it where she's like, "Don't speak over me. I'm your boss."
That was very
that was
strange.
weird.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a disrespectful ass. Like, you can be respectful and still be a boss. And I don't think Lindsay understands that. In her head, you have to be terrible to somebody in order to state your dominance.
What you're saying is exactly right. Additionally, to us watching, it didn't look like Jules spoke over her. It seemed like Lindsay said, "You want to be a model," and Jules was like, "No, no, no, I left that life behind." And then Lindsay said, "Okay, but don't talk over me."
And the problem with Jules wanting to be a model, even if she did want to be a model, what does that have to
Sure.
do with anything that we're doing at the beach club? Like, I don't understand. I'm sorry that I don't want to work for you for the rest of my life, Lindsay Lohan. I have other goals, but what does that have to do with right now?
So my thing about this is like Lindsay comes off at the beginning of the show as like this person who's like, "Oh, I want this to be fun and everybody to be accepted," and she seems so nice. But then like stuff like this happens, or like little comments online. So like, who is the Lindsay Lohan? Like, who
She
is?
doesn't even know. She does not even know. There's so many different Lindsay Lohans that she can't even keep up.
Yeah, I think she needs to leave that job to Panos because, you know, he's kind of the one who is managing the club, so we can say. And then she kind of, because she's trying to be like this whole, like you just said, like accepting of everyone. And Panos is kind of directing the whole club and whatever like that. So she needs to be a little bit more accepting and stick to what she was saying at the beginning. Because now she's being too judgmental.
Panos actually really does manage the club, like in real life. Like, he works there every single day. He lives on the island, everything. Lindsay doesn't actually work there. Like, she lives in Dubai. So
Right.
she doesn't know what she's talking about half the time.
Fair enough. And we got the coming attraction for the next episode. Kailah, you're getting into it a little bit. We're going to see where that goes next week. Also, right off the bat, looks like Lindsay's taken May back immediately and at least given her a pep talk. Who knows
Right.
what's going to come of that? And then, surprise, Sarah and Brent are hooking up again. So there's Kailah's face for that. Understood. Probably like all the rest of us. Kailah, we want to play our fun games with you. Before we get into that, any big final takeaway before we get into the games that you had from participating on the show?
Not really.
That's good.
Even us is beautiful, and Lindsay Lohan sucks as a boss. That's all I can say.
That is a perfect segue.
Wait, a quick question.
yeah?
What do you think about Brent and Sarah hooking up?
I think that any guy who would speak to me and other girls around me the way that Brent does would never give him 2 seconds of my time. So I think it's really interesting that Sarah continues to kind of like belittle herself and take him back just because, I mean, come on. He's like so disgusting to all of the girls.
We don't know why he entertains it either. Oh, before we got to, yeah.
Can we go to some like social media questions, or do
You
you,
know
want to
what?
wait till
Let's
the
do
end?
it. No, go ahead.
We're just gonna go quick because we do have a game that we
Hit
want to play
Kailah with all
you.
the serious stuff now, and then we'll do fun.
So Anna in the chat says, "Why weren't you at the premiere party?" This is something I'm curious about also.
I was not invited to the premiere party.
Ooh.
I don't think that Lindsay wanted to be around me. So yeah, she doesn't want these problems.
Okay. And then we have Phelps at Miss Danny Gal 3. She asks, was the pay good to work at Lohan Beach Club?
Ooh, I'm not gonna talk about the pay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Fair
like
enough.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, and then we also have somebody on Twitter that asks, did you at least have fun while you were there? We're getting all the good questions on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see myself ever going on a show and being like, I didn't take something away from it and have like an awesome experience, because at the end of the day, I'm on an MTV show, I'm in Greece, I'm having these great life experiences.
Sure.
Nothing can take away from that. Not even Lindsay Lohan. So yeah, I had a good time. I think it could have been better, but it was definitely a cool life experience.
Okay, and then last Twitter question, at SH Boogies asks, how did the cast act when you arrived? Because she said that some of them were acting like they had no idea who you were.
First of all, hi Boogies, what's up? Second of all, they didn't address that I was on any of the other MTV shows because they didn't want it to be part of the storyline, I guess,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Okay.
They wanted them to be completely separate. Originally, I wasn't sure how they were going to play that out because they did, just for backup reasons, they did have me answer and talk a little bit in my interviews about the challenge, just because when they're filming, they don't know what editing is going to want to do with it. So they kind of had me be like, hi, I'm Kailah. You might recognize me from the challenge, whatever. But they never ended up using it. I guess they just wanted it to be a completely unrelated situation. But some of the cast members did know who I was. And I heard that some of them watched a couple clips of me before I showed up, like on one of their phones, and everyone was like, oh shit, like what did we do to deserve this?
Yes. Instill
That's great.
fear into them. That's right.
They were like, what the heck?
I love it. All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Fun
we gotta
time,
go.
fun
This
time.
is fun.
Kailah,
Yeah.
this first game is inspired by you and Kyle as you walked along the beach in your first episode, because you guys ran through some people. We're going to give you just the first names of everybody, and you're going to give us the first word that comes to your mind. Are you ready?
These kinds of things always get me in trouble.
No, we're
it's gonna
so
be
nice.
great.
What are you talking about? You look fantastic. Here we go. Mike.
Awesome.
Jules.
I mean, I love her. I don't know.
One word.
Love.
Brent.
Douche.
Sarah.
LA. She's so LA.
Aristotle.
Nerdy.
Billy.
Tall.
Gabby.
Awesome. I already used that, but we went to the same college. I don't know if you guys know that.
Oh,
So
that's
she's like she lives like right down the street from my best friend. So I feel like we have that like bond.
All right, and the hair thing.
Okay, Janita.
Funny.
May.
Boring.
Alex.
Sweet.
Kyle.
Cool. I don't know.
Panos.
Yeah. Annoying.
Lindsay.
Ew.
We're going to have to do the last one, which is you, Kailah.
Amazing.
Hey! All right. All right, you survived the first game. Jessie, do you have our second game pulled up?
Oh, yeah,
You ready?
I have it up.
Okay. Kailah, you may or may not know this, but your former boss, Lindsay Lohan, prior to owning a beach club, did a lot of acting. We have taken 10 of her movies from IMDb, still not sponsored by Amazon. Hook us up, guys. And we're going to read them to you, and you are going to tell us if you can name the title of the movie. Ready? Okay. A wealthy student with too much fashion sense, her equally rich friends, and her rival superior from the school paper work together to solve the case when their teacher goes missing.
Is that Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen or no?
It's not. It's called Get a Clue.
Oh, never would have guessed. I don't know.
Okay, an overworked mother and her daughter do not get along. When they switch bodies, each is forced. What?
Freaky Friday.
Yes!
Okay, identical twins, Annie and Haley.
Crap.
Yes! These three in a row are easy. Katie Huron is a hit with the plastics. The A-list girl. Click. All right, there you are. All right. They get harder.
Okay, Maggie Payton, the owner of, I can't say this, blank, number 53, the freewheeling Volkswagen Bug with a mind of its own, puts the car through its paces on the road to become a NASCAR competitor.
Kirby?
Close.
Oh, so close.
I don't remember.
With
what
an
is it?
H, with an
Try
H.
again.
Kirby?
Yes.
Hey, Herbie fully loaded.
All right, Manhattanite Ashley is known to many as the luckiest woman around. After a chance encounter with...
Gotta be.
What is it?
The teenage drama queen one?
No.
They're like all the same plot.
Yeah, I know.
It's called Just My Luck. I'll give you a hint. None of these is the teenage drama queen.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know the rest, you guys.
This is 7. No, you got this. A troubled young woman is sent to live with her grandmother for the summer while hiding a secret that could potentially tear her family apart.
It's my favorite movie.
Really?
It's called...
Wait, hold on. Wait, I do know one more of hers, and it's the one with Tyra Banks.
Oh,
Oh, that's not it, though. That's not the one.
yeah.
That one's called Georgia Rule.
Okay.
You could get some of these.
This one's a little bit harder. A young woman who is missing reappears, but she claims to be someone else entirely.
You guys, I'm not that big of a Lindsay Lohan.
That's so confusing.
Okay, it's called I Know Who Killed Me. That's a recent one, a recent-ish one.
You got 2 more. We'll run through them quick.
Okay. A couple begin to experience some unusual activity after bringing their lost nieces and nephew home. With the help of a home surveillance camera, they learn they're being stalked by a nefarious demon.
Not a clue.
Scary Movie 5. And finally, a widower's daughter.
Any scary movies.
What's that?
I didn't even know she was in any of the scary
Yeah,
movies.
she was in bed with Charlie
Yeah, I
Sheen. I'm
didn't
going to
know
say that. No one gets that, yeah. Here's the last one. A widower's daughter accidentally brings her doll to life while trying to cast a spell to resurrect her mother.
I know this one.
You said
I
it.
knew you knew
said
another
it already. You
I
said it
know,
already.
I don't remember the name of it. It's Tyra Banks.
It's
and
not,
her-
you're not miniature. You
Life. Life. You said it. You
are.
said
Life
it.
size! There you go. Kailah did the
Yay.
game. That was
Yay.
awesome. Thank you for playing with us.
Woo!
Kailah, you rock. We're so happy you came on. We are very
Yes.
blessed. Thank you for coming on the show with us. Thank you for going out to Mykonos, and we love watching you. Guys, anything for Kailah before we let her go?
As soon as you came on the show, you were one of my favorites. Just gonna put that out there. You were so real. I loved it.
Yes.
tried.
I'm
I
so
really
looking
tried to,
forward.
bring the realness and the other perspective, because all of the people there, like I said, had never done TV and were just so scared to speak up. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll take one for the team then, because
Yeah. Everyone's so timid. You're straightforward. It's awesome.
Yes, I too was very excited to see you on the show because I'm a huge fan of you on the challenge. So I can't wait to see what happens coming up here soon.
Kailah,
Next
you
episodes.
rock. For everybody who's watching this, what can you promote? Where should they follow you? What do you got?
you can follow.
That's it. Here we go. Take 2. For everybody watching this, Kailah, where can they follow you? What are you promoting? What can we hook you up?
All of my social media accounts are at Kailah, KAILAH _ my last name, Casillas, CASILLAS. Follow me. Write to me. I usually, write back to people. I try my best to keep up. So definitely on Twitter. I'm a huge Twitter user.
Kailah, you rock. Thank you once again for coming, and man, I can't wait to see what
I
you get
know.
into next week. Take care.
Yay.
Episode, I have seen parts of it, and it's really good. So
Woo, we can't wait. You rock. You're coming back on the show with us at some point in the future before the finale. You just don't know it yet. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys, Kailah is awesome.
I know.
She's so cool that she came out here. A lot of fun, a lot of drama, sounds like, for next week. That's exciting.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to it. Real quick before we go, we've got some news.
Yes, we have some news and gossip.
This is big.
Thanks.
This is...
Yes.
I'm going to build it up, Jessie.
Please do, because I was freaking out when I saw
This is maybe world exclusive on YouTube.
This was totally like, you should not be saying this right now, right?
That's exactly
Well,
right.
but-
That's exactly right.
Thanks to AfterBuzz's own Grant Rudder.
Grant, what up, dude?
At It's Grant's Rants, he's been watching the Big Brother live feed on CBS All Access.
We know Dina Lohan
Yes.
is on Celebrity Big Brother.
Yes.
I watch Jesse, you
I
watch
watch,
Maddie.
of
Do you watch Big
course.
Brother?
I don't, but I saw this clip.
Let us
and-
tell you real quick. Dina, first of all, is killing it
Yeah.
on Celebrity Big Brother by just sliding by and doing nothing.
Yeah.
No one has even put her on the block.
No.
Amazing.
You wouldn't even
Anyway,
know she's there.
keep
but
it.
Yes.
Go.
So Grant found this clip and put it on his Instagram story. Again, at It's Grant's Rants. And let's watch and see what Dina has to say.
Come on.
April or May. Greece. Oh, really? Start shooting again next. That's dope.
Wow, so I guess Lohan Beach Club has picked up the big announcement right here in the Big Brother bedroom.
How did that?
Start shooting again.
Yeah.
That, I mean, it doesn't get much more confirmed for a season 2 than that, right?
Right.
Mom
Yeah,
would know.
That was definitely a slip up.
And I'm dying.
Lindsay's
Yeah.
calling her probably like, well, she can't really call her because she's in Big Brother,
She
right?
cannot, that's right.
She's like, oh, you can't give it away.
Yeah.
But Dina, thanks.
Yeah.
Now
I
we
love
know.
it. I'm so excited. This is like,
Makes you wonder, though, because we've asked some other people and they were unsure if there was going to be a season 2.
okay, so hold on, because somebody's in the chat, SH Boogies. I hope I'm saying your name right.
Boogies.
It seemed like Kailah knew
Yeah,
who
that's
this
right.
was.
Yeah.
She says it is not picked up for a season 2. Not even close.
What?
Dina's lying.
So are they filming something else? Like, what is she
I don't
talking
even know
about?
what to say right
Because listen, she said April or May
Right.
in Greece. We're going to start filming again.
Maybe they're not doing the beach club.
Maybe it's just a
doing Lindsay's
Lohan.
life.
Yeah, Lindsay's life. Lohan life.
Okay, she said she was in the Big Brother house while people were hoping for season 2.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
she said.
But they're in the Big Brother house right now,
was
right?
They are.
Yeah.
So was the clip actually cut a little bit? And was she saying if we were to do it, we would have to go out there?
She said Dina's hoping. So
Yeah, well, how much?
Why did you have to dash our hopes and dreams, Boogie?
No, but like,
Man.
how
right.
much can we believe Dina Lohan?
100%. 100%.
Probably just saying that.
She's doing
you know.
great in the house. No,
Yeah,
But
but
people are saying the ratings are decreasing.
every show's ratings decreases after the premiere, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything. Look at what's Walking Dead is doing. You guys watch Walking Dead?
no.
No, you know I only watch reality TV.
I'm watching Walking Dead. I'm slogging through it. I'm like, yo, characters need to start dying fast. Guys, that is going to do it for this
Yes.
episode. It wasn't the bestest episode so far, but we had a lot of fun. Kailah was awesome.
Kailah's awesome.
Real quick before we go, guys, where can they find you?
I'm Maddie Pocks. You can find me on Instagram at Maddie Pocks. Thank you so much, guys.
Yes. I'm Jessie Zahner. You can find me all over social media at Athletic. And thanks so much for joining us in the live chat.
Thank you for joining us in the live chat. I am Mike Thieling. You can find me everywhere at Mike Thieling. We are going to have more guests from Lindsay Lohan Beach Club. We're going to try to give you the biggest heads up we can because we want your questions. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go hug your grandma.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.